Something I have genuinely heard when I've been speaking to people is that actually Bristol is quite an unusual and unique environment where there is amazing synergy and desire to work together when it comes to social transformation. Would you agree with that? What are the kind of things you're seeing?
Yes, I would agree with that with the conversations I've had. I think in a way, sadly, it's unique because we want to, I think this is what the church is involved in, should be involved in. I think this is what Jesus meant when he talked about bringing a light to the world. Actually, that isn't just about a connection with God in terms of individuals. That's about communities. That's about social transformation. The things that I'm involved in, I'm connected in with a housing festival that's looking to bring innovative solutions to the housing crisis, both in Bristol and beyond. And my colleagues are working in policy within Bristol City Council and the national government. And my role within that is where does the church sit? So where the church has land, how do we use our land to help with the housing crisis? And also then, I guess, bringing hopefully an increased awareness of where housing sits when it comes to poverty, because not having a stable and safe home makes in it such a difference. And the poverty that we've talked about this morning will all have been impacted by poor housing, lack of housing, unstable housing, homes. So I think one of the things that came up for me this morning was hearing when they were talking, Hannah was talking about children and families and the work the council are doing, recognising that kids involved in education. I chair the Temporary Accommodation Action Group in Bristol, where we bring together those in temporary accommodation with those who support, provide and commission it. And we're trying to find solutions for people to make their time in TA as short, safe and healthy as possible. And some of those kids will have been impacted by temporary accommodation and it will impact their education. So where there are overlaps, and I'm interested in where does the church fit with that. We have a food bank in Avonmouth, and one of the churches I lead, or with the team. And we're looking at some of the kids that come in there, obviously impacted by lack of homes, trying to provide food and all that all round, and how we as a church together across the city help with the programs that are being run with the kids' work and parenting. All interlinks, all of it interlinks. So we as a church need to interlink in order to respond to those needs. I think that's what Jesus meant when we were in his hands and his feet and his voice, is actually to be working together and connecting together in that. So yeah, I think these events are incredibly important for us to be reminded of that and the practical connections, the social connections that come about, so we together can work together and try and help this city to look better than it did last year and the year before.